Alright, so now that I, like, finally I'm home and a little recovered after a nap and all that fun stuff, and, like, actually eating a real meal, because living on gels and, hydration liquid all day is not, key. It's good for the race, but not for, like, normal living. But yeah, so my little adventure today was kind of cool. When I first got down into Washington, D.C., I've never driven in there before, and, like, when you're coming in when it's, like, no one's awake yet, besides, like, maybe the police setting up barricades and all that, and, like, shutting down every single road, because that's where the race is going to be going through. It's weird, but interesting. So I have this, like, interesting knack of, like, meeting people there and at races and just anything I do of that sort, like OCRs, road races, it doesn't matter. I typically end up picking up, like, a friend or two, or getting to meet someone and, like, really getting to share their story and share mine, and, like, kind of connecting and just doing that normal human, like, thing that we're supposed to do of interacting with each other. But it was kind of cool because I was in the parking garage, met this one individual. He was looking for his daughters to run with them. So me being me, I tend to do all this stuff, like, solo, which is fine. I don't mind it. But it was cool because a lot of people started asking me about, like, if this was my first half, which it was my first full half. Like, the last half I did, it was kind of split up, where you did the first 10 miles, and then you did the, like, last 13 plus after you went through the first 10. So this was my first full, like, non-stop half marathon, which was super cool. But the really cool thing about all that was I got to meet some people who have done Ironmans in the past. I've met a couple people who've done various distances of Ironmans. So it was neat to get to see, like, what that community kind of looks like from a different perspective and not in that community. So, like, outside looking in, which is wild for me, because I need all the little, like, nuggets and tidbits I can get from that. So it's a lot more reassuring from what they were telling me, and, like, it settles a lot more of my nerves on that, so that's good. But it was pretty cool because just seeing all the sights, like, got to see the White House. I got to see, like, just different monuments that I haven't seen since I was, like, a little tiny kid, like, maybe, like, this big, like, little Whitney. But it was a very enjoyable race. Those hills were gnarly, but you got to see, like, such cool sights, and I got to kind of explain the story between and behind my tattoo, because a lot of people were asking about that. And it was a cool experience. So if you are, like, afraid to go do stuff, go out and do stuff. It's just me telling you to go do stuff, because it's important to go and, like, integrate yourself into the world and do things, even if it's weird, scary, and sometimes you have to do it alone, which is, it happens, but it only gets you into a good spot, so